Hey everyone, this is the very last video about the scarf. So what we're making here is, well, you might ask yourself, how do I know when to end the scarf? And it's really up to you because it's about how long you want your scarf to be when you make it. So if I wanted this scarf to go around somebody's neck a lot of times, I might decide to add one more color and just keep knitting and keep going. But I've decided that this is a good length. And you can also see that the orange section and the yellow section here are the same length. So this is a pretty symmetrical scarf. It'll look good around somebody's neck. So I thought that would be a perfect thing. So when you end, we're going to do a little bit of a different stitch. Yeah. And look, I didn't finish one, so I'm gonna make sure this one loop here is knitting around the camera. All right, here, so just ignore this. This is just me fixing a loop that came undone. All right, there we go. So now we're perfect. We're ready to finish. So this is the very last row, and we're still gonna use our knit stitch like we learned before. So I'm gonna do a pattern, which is I'm gonna knit 2 stitches. So 1, 2. So I knit 2 stitches, and then I take this first loop that I made and I lift it over the other one. Then I knit 1 more. Slippery. Okay, so this is my knit 1 more, and then I pass this slip stitch over, or that knit stitch. So knit, and pass this stitch over. So if I keep doing this little pattern, knit, and then lift one of those over, and again, I started with two knit stitches, and then I finished. Hard to do around my little tripod here, but we're doing it. Pass it over, knit, and pass it over. And with your scarf, if yours is 15 stitches, you've got to do this process a good 15 times. Come on, lift it over. And you'll notice, actually let's stop halfway. You'll notice that my scarf is now coming off the needle because the needle has only got 2 stitches on it. And sometimes the needle only has, right now it's got 1 stitch, and then I add 1 more. So I keep doing that. Now, this is called casting off. I am casting my loops off of my needle. Keep going, we're down to the final 4. My scarf actually had 16 loops. I was gonna do 15, but then I had 1 more and I just kind of went with it. So it's just a touch wider. Last one. Knit, and we're going to pass this stitch over. And on the very final one, you'll notice I make a loop. I then take the yarn end through, and then I can pull this just so that it kind of pulls this in. And now you can see I've got a scarf that is off the needles, and it's got a nice edge there. Yeah, and again, you don't want this edge to be too tight. If your edge is too tight, you can take it off and go backwards and redo it with a little bit more yarn so that it's nicely flexible. So that's kind of cool. And that is the video for how to cast